Anyway, hello, hi, how is everyone? I don't know how well this is gonna go, okay? Because knowing me, not very well. However, I have it in my head to do a 24-hour reading challenge thing. Again, I don't know how well that's gonna go, because knowing me, not well at all. But we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete it all in one day, like over an actual full 24-hour period. Probably not. I'm just not built like I used to be. I imagine a couple years ago I could have probably done that, but I'm getting old now. I'm officially 24. Ew. So it might end up being like I time myself instead and do like a 24-hour reading that way. Because I've seen, I think it was Jodie do it like that, and I think I've seen a couple other people do it that way as well. And it kind of makes more sense to me, equally. I think because there's like less pressure, because you still do the 24 hours of reading, it's just over a certain amount of time, and you don't have to like sacrifice eating and stuff to read. Does that make sense? So I might do it that way. I don't know yet. It depends on how I feel. We'll see. Maybe it'll be a mix of both. Maybe I'll try and do as much reading as I can in one day, and then we'll go from there. We'll see. Anyway, that's the plan. It's a 24-hour reading thing. Mostly because it's the end of May. I think it's the 27th or 28th today. So there's literally like 3-4 more days left of this month. And I want to try and churn out some more books. Because on my Notion at the minute, my like list of books in order to read, so I don't have to think about it, I have a bunch of books I don't want to read. It's things like Perfume and a Colleen Hoover book that I've had on my shelf for like 3 years or something, that I got before all the things came out about her. But I'm like, well, I need to read it anyway because I spent money on it. Anyway, so it's things like that that I'm not in the mood to read. And I think I know why I'm not in the mood to read them. And it's because I finished Arcana Chronicles. I still don't know how I feel about that. I was having such a good time. And then the last 2 books, I didn't like at all. Of course. So I don't know how I feel about the series anymore. We were doing so well. And then I've also been book shopping quite a bit as well, and I've got some new books, and I just want to read them. But I'm not allowing myself to read them until I get through some more of my TBR pile, as it were, and then I can slot a few in. I want to just try and churn through some more, because in theory, if I do get through some very quickly, I will then be on a roll. I'll have the momentum, and I will just keep ploughing through that TBR. In theory. It probably won't work that way, but we'll see. I have a slight mix of books that I want to try and get through this time. I've made like a wee little list. I want to finish listening to the audiobook version of, oh my god, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, I think it is. I'm pretty sure that's what the title is, because I started reading that one, listening to that one rather last week. So I just want to finish it, get it out of the way. I have a very small book as well called Vladimir by Julia May Jonas that I want to read, because it's like maybe 200 pages. I don't know anything about that other than its authors, which it was such a great description, I know. I know nothing about it, but I bought it. So I must have had the urge to read it at some point. Yeah, I have Yellowface by R.F. Kuang to read as well, because that came in the post the other day. So excited. It will be the first R.F. Kuang book I've ever read. I have Babel, whatever it is, coming on the way as well, because I started listening to the audiobook of that and I just never finished it. So if I have the physical one, I will read it. So I have that on the way as well. I just bought it this morning. Oopsie. But yes, I really want to read Yellowface, because I've had that on pre-order for months because it sounded so good. And it's not crazy thick either. It's actually quite small. It's not like massively long. So hopefully I'll be able to finish that one, or at least start it. I want to make a dent in it, because otherwise it will just stay on my TBR and never get read. And it looks really good, so I want to read it. And then the last one I have, oh, I also have that one on audio as well. I found it on Scribd. So again, I can do the whole listening to it if I want to get some work done at the same time. And the final one I have that I want to read, which will be very quick, I think it'll be the quickest one out of all of them, is Claudia's Story by Anne Rice. But it's a graphic novel instead. I got that one for Christmas like 2 years ago maybe. Or was it this year? It might have been last Christmas. I cannot remember. However, it's a graphic novel. So those are pretty pictures that I should be able to get through very quickly. So yeah, there's 4 books. 3 of these books are ones I don't typically read anymore. So we'll see. I am very into my romantasy, fantasy, good happy times books currently. But who knows? So yeah, 24-hour reading thing. I don't know how well it's gonna go. I don't even know if I'm gonna check in again until I've finished them all. We'll see. If I have any crazy thoughts, I'll tell you about them. But yeah, 24 hour, maybe. Maybe over one day, maybe over multiple days. Who knows? But yes. So yeah, I'm gonna go read now. Because that's the whole point of this. Hello again. Hi. I am about 7 hours into this little challenge, this failed challenge. I mean, it hasn't gone as bad as I thought it would. I read Vladimir, finished that one really quick. It wasn't that great. I didn't really care for it too much. It was just okay. The main character was annoying as hell. Couldn't stand her. There was a couple of good bits in it. Like the very first page, very interesting, very good. But it kind of was just annoying and boring. And she was obsessed with herself very much. And like, she's also obsessed with Vladimir, funnily enough. I know, crazy. So yeah, Vladimir wasn't that good. I didn't care for it at all. I was glad that I finished it though, because it meant that it's a book off my list. I also read Claudia's story, which was the Anne Rice graphic novel. Fantastic. 10 out of 10, obviously. Anything Anne Rice, yes. It was great. The art style, beautiful as well. But it just basically played like the film does. They've like, obviously the portion where Claudia is introduced through to the end, but it was really nice. It again, very quick. And then I've started Yellowface, got really far into Yellowface. I'm over halfway, which is good. It's very good, so good. But at the same time, I can't wait to finish it because it's a lot as well. I don't read very many real world books. I like escaping from reality. So I read a lot of sci-fi and fantasy and happy time books. So this is very different. This is a lot mentally. But it is good, like I say. So hopefully I should be able to finish that one soon. I don't have a clue what's happening in The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Not a clue. But that's fine. I think I'll listen to a bit more, maybe I'll read some of it, and it will all start clicking. But yeah, so 2 books down, 1 book nearly finished. I should be able to finish that one tomorrow, actually. A success in terms of I've read a lot, but massive failure in the fact that I haven't been able to do it over 24 hours straight. I've had to break it up and fit it in where I can, but it's fine, it's okay. I will let you know how it goes. I think I'm gonna have to do Sunday as another section and then Monday as well probably. I'll have to split up over 4 days just because, well, 3-4 days, just so that I can manage to do it all properly, you know? It'll be fine. Anyway, I'm gonna go and read some more because obviously. I think I am 11 hours in now.
I want to say 11 hours. That feels right. I'll have to check. But yeah, I have read more of Yellowface. Phenomenal. Oh my god. I won't say anything. I won't spoil it for anybody that hasn't actually read it yet, but it is outstanding. I cannot wait for my copy of Babel, whatever it is, to arrive. Like, I'm so excited because it has been so good. I think, because I read like a little bit last night and this morning, I think I have literally an hour left in the audiobook, so probably like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, or something like that, like the end bit. That is exciting. I'm definitely going to finish that today, because I am in my car, obviously, getting ready to go to work. Like, I'm in the car park for work, but I have like 20 minutes or so, so I'm going to listen to it while I'm in there, and then after finishing that one, I'm going to skip over and continue listening to The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Do I know what's going on in it? Still no. Still no. But hopefully I'll have a grasp of it while listening to it in there, right? Last night I started Red Knight, fucking Fourth Wing. No, last night I started Red Knight, Xavier's Delight. Very close names. And I literally like read half of it before I went to bed. It was like 3 a.m. and I was like, I need to sleep. It was so good. Like, I definitely needed some smutty, stalkery, romancy bullshit to break up the monotony of reading books that aren't like that, you know? Because I mean, Vladimir was shit, and that was like just a normal non-fiction book. Wasn't like sci-fi or fantasy or anything. Yellowface, while it is good, is a lot. It's delicious. And I finished it this morning because I woke up so early for a change, and I finished it in one sitting while in bed. It was outstanding, truly. Like, if I could read it again for the first time, I would. Please don't hit me, car. Thank you. I'm currently reading Lethal King, Ruthless Dynasty Book 2, which I saw all over TikTok while I was looking for some Kindle Unlimited books to read. I'm only on chapter 6. I don't really care for it too much, but it's okay. Maybe it gets better. So yeah, very exciting. I'm so happy I have a Kindle now. I can't at all. So yeah, I'm gonna finish reading this before I go into work, and then I'm gonna listen to Yellowface, finish that up, try to sneakily make some notes while I'm at work so that I don't forget everything I'm thinking, so I can write a review for it, and then I'm gonna listen to Serpent and the Wings of Night. By the time I get home, I should probably be up to like hour 13 at the least. So yeah, exciting. This has been such a flop of a reading challenge, but it's fine. It's okay. You know, maybe next time I'll be better at it. Who knows?
Hello again. I think we're at the 16 hour mark, I want to say. I think it's like closer to 16 hours. It's Monday. I know. This has taken like 4 days to get this far. I'm gonna finish it tonight though. I swear to God. If I'm like at hour 16, I'll be like hour 18 and a half when I listen to audiobooks at work. And then like a couple hours reading when I get home, a couple hours reading just in the morning today before going to work. I should be able to do this today. I swear to God. But I finished Yellowface yesterday while at work. I finished listening to the audio of it. It was so freaking good. Like, oh, amazing. Like I said before, I don't usually read books like it. I usually stick to my happy, good time, romance, fantasy, vibey books, okay? Because the real world sucks. However, this one was fantastic. Truly. Like, so good. I wrote up my Goodreads review for it this morning as well. Purely because I still had to like think about it after finishing it, because it left me reeling. Like the ending, so good. Like June has not learned a thing at all from everything that happened in that book. It's crazy, but it was so freaking good. Like, I want to tell you everything that happens in it, but at the same time, I want you to read it yourself. You know, I don't want to like give spoilers or anything. But it was so freaking good. Like, so good. I now only have The Serpent and the Wings of Night left to read/listen to. That was off of my original, like, these are the books I want to read thing. And I'm halfway through that. I looked on my Kindle and because it's on Kindle Unlimited as well, and I'm actually 51% through, I think. So I'm going to keep listening to that one tonight at work, mostly because I don't want to start another audiobook. And I'm probably going to keep reading it as well today. I might throw in some other Kindle Unlimited books just because I can, but we'll see. Mostly because The Serpent and the Wings of Night isn't really gripping me that much. It's taking forever to get anywhere. Like, it isn't very fast paced, that's for sure. But it is good, it's interesting, but it's slow. And I have the biggest gripe with slow books. They do my head in. Because I get bored so easily and distracted so easily. So it's not doing it for me. At the minute, it's like a 3-star book. But we will see. Again, I'm only halfway through, so who knows. I also read, like, the day I got my Kindle, which I'm glad everyone told me to get one, to be honest. I started reading, I think I said I started reading Xavier, I deleted it again. I started reading Xavier's story, Delight, Red Knight thing. That was fantastic. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. I cannot stop thinking about it. So, I need to go hunting for more Kindle Unlimited books that have that vibe to it, you know? We'll see. But yeah, we're at like hour 15 or 16. 15 and a half or something. It has been a success in terms of the books I have read, but just not in being able to do it over a 24-hour period. Life gets in the way, but it's fine. I'm gonna go and read a Kindle Unlimited book, just like a little bit of a Kindle, like a chapter, and then I'm gonna reorganize my bookshelves. I think I have bought, I mean, you've seen, I've bought too many new books and there's more on the way. I need to stop. So I need to redo my bookshelves again. I'm thinking of moving all of my Tokyo Ghoul over onto one shelf near my bed, because then it's all together and pretty and nice. And then taking all of my special editions with pretty stenciled edges off as well. Not like I probably won't do the special editions that are just one colour
on the edges. They're kind of annoying and boring, right? I'm probably gonna do the ones that have fun little patterns and stuff. Take them off and put them on one of my smaller shelves with like the actual edge facing outwards. I'll just see how that looks. I think I think I have a good enough amount to do that with. We'll see. And then put all of my new books somewhere. I don't bloody know where, but somewhere. I'll figure it out. Hi. It is technically still Monday. It's like 1 a.m. So it's technically, to me, still Monday. It's technically Tuesday at the same time. Whatever. I've just got in from work. I know, gross. But I think I am at the 19.5 hour mark now. So that leaves like 4.5 hours. I'm pretty sure. So I'm at chapter 35 in The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I just got past like the big trial. They make it the half moon trial. They make it sound like the big one. I've just gone past there, and now they're like the two characters are realizing that maybe they don't actually hate each other. Maybe they kind of like each other. So hopefully sometime soon there'll be some romance, okay? Because I need it so bad. If you can hear noises, American Dad is playing. It's my comfort show. I don't know what that says about me as a person, okay? But I'm forever rewatching this. Like, forever. Like, I think it's been my comfort show for like maybe 6 years now, 6 or 7 years, that I have just continuously put it on when I need noise and background imagery. So American Dad playing, and Khaleesi's on the bed sleeping. So you can probably hear her snoring as well. I don't think I'm gonna stay up for like 4.5 hours, because then it'll be basically 5 a.m. I think I'm gonna stay up, well, probably for like till 2 or 3, conk out, go to bed, and then I'm gonna do some light reading in the morning as well. Maybe. We'll see. I was listening to it obviously at work, so I don't actually know like the percentage of the way through the book I am, because my Audible won't tell me those crucial details. 63% of the way through now, Serpent and the Wings of Night. page 307 of 486, allegedly. Again, I like, even though it's gotten good-ish, it's still only 3 stars because it's so much info, which is fine, but it's taking forever to get anywhere, which is what's irritating me. On another note, I have been reading Devious Lies, a standalone enemies to lovers romance on KU, and I am on chapter 19 of that one, which is 30% of the way through, because I decided to read that while I was making my dinner and while I was at work. Well, not at work, but waiting to go to work. So, yes. I should definitely be able to finish Serpent and the Wings of Night in that time, if I can be asked to finish it anyway, because I don't know. I kind of just want to keep reading fun Kindle books. I think audiobook wise that has like 3 hours left, so maybe I might read up until like the 1.5 hour left point, and then I can finish it at work instead, because I don't know what audiobook I'm going to listen to after this whole thing. But anyway, that's all I've got. We move.